As I went home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door, where my old horse should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me, who owns that horse outside the door, where my old horse should be? You're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that may mother.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jerry from the StogieReview.com bringing another video cigar review. And 2 days in a row here, 2 reviews in a row. And this time around, I'm bringing you the Macanudo Maduro. I know, some of you are kind of sighing out there. I know Brian Hewitt did the Vintage 97 Macanudo review a few reviews ago. And that came in as a request because we had actually gotten requests saying that we've never reviewed a Macanudo, so now we're going to have at least 2 on the site here. Before I take my first production break, I wanted to say that the video might look a little different. I'm not using my standard mini DV camcorder. I picked up one of these little Aptec handheld cameras that takes video. And I'm going to see how that goes here. I'm actually doing this kind of on the fly here to fill in for Walt. But no, the Macanudo Maduro is going to be the cigar I'm smoking. And I basically didn't want to, just in case the video quality and sound quality come out crappy, I didn't want to waste the video on a good cigar, so or something like that. Anyways, the Macanudo Maduro. This is I believe it's the Rothschild size. It comes in at 6.5 inches long with a 42-inch ring gauge. They're available in boxes of 25 for about $88 a box, and you can get about you get a 5-pack of these guys over at JR's for about a little over $17. So with that, I'm going to take a quick production break and come back while I'm smoking the first third of this cigar, and we'll go from there. One cool thing I like about the camera, it comes with a little remote, so I don't have to find a stop button. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back smoking away on my Macanudo Maduro. Before, in the beginning I didn't, I didn't tell you the makeup of the cigar, but it features a Connecticut broadleaf Maduro wrapper, Mexican binder, and a filler from Dominican and Mexican tobacco. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say this is the first ever Macanudo Maduro I've smoked. I think most of us out there have had at least one sometime in our lives, whether we know it or we did it. They're very readily available. It's got to be hard to walk into a cigar shop and not see a Macanudo of some kind in the humidor. In fact, one of the boxes I have here propping up this camera is of a Macanudo Maduro that's an empty box that I think this is probably from, and so it's easily got to be at least 5-6 years old. So I've had my share of Macanudos. I think they're a great beginner cigar. If you want get a taste of a Maduro cigar, Macanudo might be the way to go as an intro to Maduro cigars. I mean, it's not going to be your everyday smoke. It's gonna wet your whistle, get you used to. Just introduce your palate to some of the subtle flavors that Maduros bring, and then from there you'll go off. Next thing you know, you'll be smoking some Series R, LGC Series Rs, or some CAO Brasilias, or something, or Camacho El Legendario Maduros. You're going to be off and running. I think it's a great beginner cigar overall. Just like I said, to introduce you to Maduro flavors. It's not offensive. It's an easy smoke. It's always consistent with the burn. It's a slow burner, so it's going to last you a while smoking it here. And I always think that's why they're always a favorite at like dinner events and things like that, especially when the guest dinner events aren't only occasional cigar smokers, and these will last you the whole dinner time, and the tastes are decent flavors. So anyways, I'm gonna take a production break, smoke more on Macanudo Maduro, and come back some more. Stay tuned. Alright, I am back. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time here reviewing a Macanudo Maduro. It's not a very dynamic cigar. the flavors I described to you in the beginning, the kind of a sweet, caramelized cocoa taste. That's gonna be the flavors you're gonna get throughout the cigar. Like I said, it's not a cigar that challenges your palate, and I think that's part of the reason why it's popular amongst your non everyday cigar smoker, your occasional cigar smoker, I would say. Like I said, the price point of these is about $88 for a box of 25. It seems kind of high for a cigar that's it's solidly constructed, but I mean, you're definitely just paying for the name, and I think it'd be different if the flavors were a little more in depth, a little more deep, and had a longer finish. It's one of those things where once you pick up the flavor, it kind of goes away, kind of poof. You taste it and then it's gone. I think for the same amount of money, you could get a cigar that's even more flavorful, like the Partagas number 8 Maduro, or the Tatuaje Series P. I mean, for about the same amount of money, you get a much more flavorful cigars. But I'm not going to knock it and say it's a terrible cigar, because it's not. It's a decent cigar, decent flavors. It just not something that I'm gonna go out and buy. Like I said, it's a good beginner cigar. Once you smoke a few Macanudo Maduros and you enjoy smoking cigars, you're gonna move on to something else. But it's a good entry level Maduro cigar there. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure if I'm making any sense, and I've noticed I'm just starting to repeat myself. So, anyways, hopefully this video is not too long. I know I babbled on, but until I guess you'll see me again on episode 32 of Your Questions, My Answers, which is being filmed tomorrow. So if you're watching this today on Tuesday, get your questions in. Yeah. Until then, folks, as always, long answers.